I think you could hear me, bro, Mike, but I can't hear right now. I'm just having some audio issues. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 47th episode of Africa Logistical Agency. I'm with your host, Mike, brother Mike. Brother Mike, just keep talking. I'm trying to fix my audio here. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I'd like to welcome you all back to Africa Logistical Agency, the 47th episode. And I was speaking with Brother Karras earlier. Before I spoke with him, I was speaking with Sister Shar. And with this, they call it a meteor. I mean, that's the only thing I can go with as to what the world is calling it, and how these this meteor is being pulled in by the Earth gravity. There's a lot of questions that I have for what they claiming that this piece of rock is going to be orbiting around the moon, but it's been pulled in by the Earth. And then, like I was saying a couple of months ago, people, they would like to write the narrative and they do, because they know if we write the narrative, the masses of people are going to believe it. And we have seen we've seen them do some stuff like that. We have seen it. They would literally warn their best friends of up and coming danger. But for the greater of mankind, they will not, because they say they do not want no all the people panicking. But they will tell their family members and everything, hey, this is the danger, this is what's coming. You probably want to get yourself into a secure place. The world, I mean, we're starting to see things, understand things a lot more different as to what their narratives that they push out, and that this is what the people believe. Now, the people are saying, you've been lying for so long. To everything that you say is this or that, it's falling up on deaf ears. There's a lot of things the Most High said in the scriptures that alludes to us, where he say, look out for this, look out for that. And if you see this here, this is how close you are. And these are the things we have to start paying more attention to than what these people and their narratives are pushing out. Because now they call it global warming when there's a tornado or earthquake. They will attribute that to global warming. Anything to shoot down, the Most High said that he's going to cause. They do not want the world to see it that way. They have a preaching apparatus that they must maintain in order to keep the people, dumb or occupied. This is their practice. Yes, he will. He's not going to leave us in the lurch. He's going to make everything clear. He is. There are so many things that's happening now. It is, and it's like it's made. It's like it's been catered.
Hey, brother Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Uh-huh.
Okay, now I hear you. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, no
Um,
problem, bro.
so yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I couldn't hear what you were saying. I'm pretty sure. Did you hear me earlier? Because I couldn't hear you. All I could do was talk.
Yeah, I heard you, and and I went on started and things. But now, are you able to hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, all righty,
Oh
all
yeah.
right. So, like I was saying, is that they want to keep us in the dark, but it's not just only Israel that's turning a deaf ear to what they're be taught, what they be calling themselves, telling the masses of people. Because now they're starting to question everything that they do because they have been lying for hundreds of years, not even, or it could be thousands. But that's something that they are gifted in. It's lying. They have a gift of doing that. And now we coming to a point. Hey, there's an there is an unlearning situation that we put our place in. We put ourselves in. The things that we learn in church, a lot of it we had to brush to the side. We literally have to brush or get rid of it because we come to realize, no, you're lying. Or and for the ones, it could let's just say you're misinterpreting the scriptures. And we're looking at the world events. Oh, global warming. The ice caps there are melting. Mm. Some melting ice is causing all of this stuff here, but they don't want to attribute it to the Most High. They're trying to keep not only Israel or us in the dark, they're trying to keep the world in the dark. And they're doing a very good job at doing it. A very good job. And it seems that there's one place that's like dominates with the lies, and that's like the US. And now people are showing they're showing their their frustration as to this country's doings. And I was just yesterday, I didn't even know Jacoba was on until I got the message. So I hopped on and I just happened to catch the video he was showing of how the Europeans are moving out of the United States. Now that's something major. They seeing the danger. They are literally seeing the danger. And they're moving up on it too. They acting upon it. Oh no, they seeing that this is a problem. My livelihood is being affected. And they broke camp. They broke camp. And this is where our people, and and this is the sad thing about it, is this now. This is the thing. You have all these white Americans leaving the US. But due to laws, listen to when I say this, but due to the laws, why is it that when it comes down, I'm just using this word because we know we all will understand it. Why is it that African Americans are under all of these laws? You need a passport, you gotta have this, you gotta make sure this, but they can jump up at the drop of a dime and go back to let's just say their homeland at the drop of a dime. We can't do that. A sister got on one of her YouTube channel, she said she should have known better as to traveling to Kenya. She claimed she should have known better. Let me tell you something. There is a measure of captivity that we still going to experience. And just because we look like the people on the continent, those laws was written against them too. If the law say, all right, you can be here for 90 days, they mean 90 days. You got to break, you got to get up, leave out 24 hours. You go back if you want to go back. The laws are already put in place. They're already been put in place. And it would appear that like the United States is about to be naked. That's what it appeared. You may have your diehard Americans who will fight for the land. I'm not that one. I'm not that one.
Nope. This is not my land to fight over.
Right. That's what I'm looking at. I mean, what? No. But you have those. That's a diehard. Oh no, I'm American. I was born in America, and so and so. Go ask them and tell them what you are, and they go show you exactly who they are, who you are.
Yeah, but the few of us that are still holding on to that, unfortunately, we're gonna take that to our deletion. If you haven't woke up to that fact, and you think you're still a part of this system, and you think you could thrive in it and do business in it, and till the very end, you'll, get deleted,
Yeah,
figuring out you can't.
it's going to be it's a choice. Um, um, I'm not gonna say when it's all over, said and done, um, but at the same time, I would have to understand this. Yeah, we was fooled, and we was told these lies, and we've been trying to fit in unknowingly. I'm saying when we're trying to fit in, we was trying to fit into their world. We was trying to fit into being equal with them. We was trying to fit in as to gaining the respect that a man should have for another man. And we was doing all of this in pure ignorance. In pure ignorance. Our forefathers was not in ignorance. They was not being ignorant about it. They knew what they was doing. We didn't. We just got tired of being beat, treated just being treated very badly until the Most High woke us up. Then that's when we understood why they was doing the things that they was doing. Until then, we were just in the dark. And unfortunately, there are still some brothers and sisters that are in the dark. They are in the dark. I mean, no, you can shine a light there. Turn the light off. Some of them love. Hey, some of them love the darkness, man.
It's not funny, but it's true. They literally. I mean, it's scary, honestly. To the point where their conscience is seared, and I feel like they will. The pride is so bad that they can't choose any other way because that it's my way and I'm choosing it. I don't need anyone's help. I don't need any of your direction. It's all in my hands. It's all in. That type of pride is just so insurmountable. You can't even fathom. It's just like it's like I mean, if I choose to get deleted, at least I chose my way and it was on my terms. And it's that type of delusion that you can't even fathom.
Yeah, and they can sit there and talk about my way. I'm like, man, please. I'm not trying to have it that way. Mm-mm. I mean, what? I mean, no. I mean, man, the world. I mean, some of the stuff that we follow, man. Mm-mm. It's not. It's not. It's not worthwhile. Um.
As the scriptures say, it's not expedient. As Paul
Yeah.
said, you know, we have liberty, but not everything is going to build up, and not everything is expedient. There you go. I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. I mean, man. We have these things going here, and I know I said this yesterday, but a lot of these brothers, they running fast with this warning. Something is not right. Something that you go on YouTube, man. You right here, you seeing so many different brothers and sisters talking. They having a dream about the Exodus.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, and that one brother he got on, he was talking about his dream he had, and I'm not knocking the brother's dream. Then he said the Most High told him that 2/3 of Israel will be destroyed. And I'm what scripture you saying that in? He was quoting out of Revelation, but the Revelation never did say Israel. It said mankind, and that's during the Great Tribulation. The Great Tribulation is for who? It's for the world. Israel started its Great Tribulation in 70 CE. I say started with Jacob's trouble. That's when our tribulation started, our great tribulation. Because all the way up to 2019, we was in a great tribulation just among Israel, not the world. The world flourished while we was going through tribulation.
And
And if you
bro,
think of, go ahead.
sorry. I don't know if we started talking about this, but I know people want to say, maybe think it's, maybe oversaturated, or people are talking about it, but I believe, the whole Diddy thing is just a microcosm of how, us, taking on the ways of our oppressors and doing business the way they do business has, now it's left him out hung to dry. If that also, relates to our point of things are changing, and all the ways we've learned are literally just now becoming, um, you know, more, wicked, and it's being exposed. And obviously you literally gave up your birthright, you gave up, all these ways of sound living, just so you could be on top for something that's not going to amount to nothing pretty soon, brother Mike. Isn't that wild? That's the thing. I mean, I don't know if they understand, people who are living like the Babylonian stars, or like our Hellenized counterparts, or the Hellenized versions of ourselves. They understand that pretty soon all the stuff that you built up in this system is going to amount to nothing, and all you would have is what is inside, and what is, faith, and that cannot be bought.
No, I mean that's what we at, man. I mean, yeah, that's one thing it can't be bought. I mean, you're seeing a dying system, along with the death of a system. It's money. Anything that this system, the what did you say, the West owns, it's going to be. Let me break it back down. If we go back with Moses, had that encounter with Dathan, Korah, and Abiram, the Most High told Israel not to touch nothing of theirs. Do not go close to their camp. He knew he was about to take them out. The same thing is happening now.
Same thing with
Everything,
life.
Yeah, everything that they own went down in that down in when the earth opened up, everything they own went down there too.
Wasn't
The same thing is
wasn't a lot
happening here.
at the bar or something, or he was
Say it again
maybe
for me.
because Lot was, Lot was still living in the world in Sodom and Gomorrah, and then obviously because he had faith and the angels warned him, to he had to leave the city, and that's what we're gonna have to do. It's kind of like leaving the ways of the West, and I guess I don't know. You want to say capitalism is what the system is, and what's causing people to be all so greedy and or there's more to it, but just on face value, you call it capitalism, and being this person, you gotta step over people, step on people to get ahead, and all this other stuff, and cutthroat, and it's just business, and all those tropes where
Ah, man, they killed me with that talking that just business. It's not
right,
personal, just business.
right.
Like, okay, yeah, I'm taking it personal. I'm gonna tell you right now,
Yeah,
I know I'm gonna make some
I need
business
money
about
to
it
feed
too.
my family and myself, but it's not
Yeah,
personal, right?
but I mean, that's the residue of being disobedient. You gotta wear that you got to wear that residue, and then when it gets to the point, you gotta take it off because it holds no weight when it comes to the laws of the Most High. He don't make mistakes. So when he given those laws to Israel, those laws were for a lifetime. There was no mistakes with those laws. None whatsoever. I mean, let's do it this way then, bro. Let's do it this way. We know for a fact that one day we will be back on this continent. We know this. Now, let's just say for the ones that's coming over here, somebody has some beef with somebody and he took that person's life. Instead of trying to make peace, he took somebody's life. This is something he claimed he may be used to. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Those laws go kick in so quick, and it's not going to be anything said that you will spend 20 years in jail. And then on this particular day, you will be deleted for that. No, the Most High, he acts swift. If it was an intentional killing, you must be killed too. It's just that simple. But we don't want to think about those things because we're used to what Babylon's done. What Babylon done, they knew, all right, let the Negroes kill Negroes and then let him out of jail in 10 years. But make sure he goes back to that same neighborhood. They knew what they was doing. They knew exactly what they was doing. But now if he killed one of us, oh no, no. One of us, a white man, no. There will be hell to pay. And they lived that out. They lived up to their words. See now, what they taught us, the laws was done away with. But there's a measure of punishment that they went by the law. It's all you get this many years for murder. But these laws are done away with. How can you charge me with murder when the laws are not? They done away with. This is what they taught. They want to have their cake and they want to eat it too. They ate it all right. They ate it in a way that benefited them. It kept them in power. That's what it did. They knew the moment you wake up and you got these laws and you living by these laws, there's a measure of strength that comes with that. There is a measure of strength that comes to keeping the laws. We got so weak with the laws till we became delusional, not knowing, Pick one, we was all of it. We didn't know. We did not know. We did not understand all the stresses, the hatred that was poured upon us. But we kept our minds focused on Jesus, getting into heaven, living a righteous life. Oh, I'm going to be rich in heaven. This is what they taught us. But when you wake up and you start, this is how y'all all get down. And that's how they got down. And still doing it down to this very day. Although you may see a vast number of them and still climbing, are moving out of a dying situation. We're the only ones that's, about what you may say, stuck there. And we are. We are literally stuck until the Most High he rise up and have to let the world know. My people are not stuck. You're about to see them do some things that it will boggle your mind. They think we're just on a floating island over a cliff. And truthfully, it's somewhat like that. A floating land heading to a steep downfall over a water cliff, a waterfall. Yeah. This is their thinking. They come in, these people are trying any and everything possible to get rid of us, down to the last day. This is what they're trying their best to do. They even use the immigrants. We need for y'all Negroes to get upset at these immigrants. This is what they did. You notice this week, you don't hear too much about these immigrants. Well, all of a sudden now, the media kind of fell off with that. When they feel that they can move make something trendy, they go with it. They go with it. And they try to make it trendy. I never seen such murderous people. Never. But they're doing exactly what Esau did. He had a perpetual hatred against his own brother. And it's still being felt right down to this very day. He did things that he knew would displease his mother and father by marrying some Gentile women. Esau knew what he was doing, and then he took it a lot further with the Horites. He knew blending his blood with them gave those people life, more life, put it that way, because they was dying off. But Israel want to be like the nations. Now you're starting to see where we went wrong. Trying to be like the nations. Esau was part of the nation. And he came in, he just showed himself. I have no love for you. And he proved that, and he showed that, and still doing it right down to this very day. These last days they're not a joke. And especially if you're feeling it. If you're feeling it, yeah, you have to call out to the Most High. You have to find, you be walking around the house talking to yourself, not to yourself, but you be talking to the Most High. People think you'll be right here talking to yourself in order for you to make sense of what's going on. This is 2024. And everything started to go downhill in 2019. 2019. And I know we'll forget when that was like a year ago. Jacobo was having a show. He was asking everybody, well, hey man, when do y'all think is going to happen? I was bent on 2024. I said, no, 2024, it's going to be for us. It's going to be for us. And I still believe that. Although it may appear to be working against us. No, I don't necessarily look at it that it's working against us, because we got used to worshiping another God. We can yell Jesus Christ all we want. But it was that dollar that we was out here in the streets and working and things, trying to make money to buy what we need to buy, make sure we had some nice, decent clothes, make sure we had the food, make sure we can go to the restaurants, make sure we can go to the parties. That's what we were doing. That's what we got accustomed to. Now, in order for your people to understand who they are and where they're going, somebody had to be stripped. And even if you do, I mean, you may have a brother or sister that may be still working, but not for the vast majority of brothers. They're struggling. They are struggling. But this is supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. Now you're being stripped from a nation, spiritually speaking. It's like you got to get it in your mind and in your heart to strip away this business tactic that we're accustomed to when it comes to Babylon. Because the Most High already had the business sector set up for Israel. He already had that set up. Now, if you're saying you believe in the Most High, you got to believe that he don't make mistakes. People will say, well, the Bible was written and so on, so it could be outdated. No, it's not. It's not outdated. It is not outdated. This is where we at. Understanding a stripping off of things must take place. And whether, that's over time, according to the Most High, so be it. But we have always been left with a residue of any type of captivity that we have been in. One of them, who was it? Judah. Judah went into captivity with the Babylonians. What was one thing they brought out of there? 24-hour clock instead of the 12-hour clock. We hopped real quick on that, and once we left out of there, we brought that 24-hour clock with us. But Yahushua saying, he's like, wait a minute, are there not 12 hours in a day? Now they went and made day and night one day. Look it up. Look it up. Day is 12 hours. Night, 12 hours. Come to 24. But they came and they made it one. And we went with it. Instead of abiding by what the Most High had in place already. I tell you, there is so much that we must rub off of us. There's a lot. And granted, yeah, we're the last of hmm, the generation of captivity. We're the last generation of captivity of Israel. We're the last. And there's a stripping off that we must do. We must maintain that stripping off. It's like you got to be on point when it comes to stripping off of Babylon and its residue and putting, like what Sister Shar said, putting that respect back on the Most High's name. Yes, that's what we have to do, and we must do it. I mean, it does not take being here on the continent. You can start there right now within your own individual homes. It's a mindset. It is absolutely a mindset of what you want to do. It's all about what you want to do. And I tell you, that free will, hmm, that free will that we have from the Most High, that's going to make us or it's going to break us. That's one thing we will know. We do know. And you will be able to make come up, hey, whether you want to do this or do that, I would say make sure that it leads to life and that there's a glorification to the Most High at the when it's all over said and done. That's what it's going to boil down to being. We're seeing the time in which we're living in. We're seeing it. We live in it. Um, there's so much stuff happening now. They're supposed to have, release one of those hypersonic missiles and whatever. That's what the media is saying now. I mean, but it seemed like with all of these missiles traveling as fast as they travel, I would not be surprised to hear one of those missiles develop a time warp system where it goes through a black hole and come out somewhere so quick. I mean, this is what they come up with this stuff so quick to do the most damage.
Yeah, you know what, brother Mike, that's a
Mm-hmm.
really good point because not a lot of people have spoke about that because how else do you get that fast? And especially with, CERN and all these things that they're doing, that is not unfathomable. And even my buddy who, you know, I don't know if he's believing, but he's open-minded and he understands that things are not going the way they should be, and he is open to having these discussions, and he doesn't like make fun of you. He's open minded, and he'll think about, he'll see that, let's just say he has an open mind, and what will he could understand and look at what you're saying from the scriptures and of that viewpoint, because he was talking about how CERN is essentially opening up black holes.
I can believe that. Man, you know what? We have been bombarded with distraction.
A
And
lot.
this is the thing. We've been bombarded with distraction that we are accustomed to. Now man, you go in there and you open up a black hole in a mall full of black people. What they gonna do?
They're gonna
Oh,
bug out
yeah,
and
there
put
you
it.
go.
They're gonna put it on social media, hopefully, and
Right.
whoever catches it, because they're gonna scrub it within the 30 minutes or 20 minutes of the that one black put it on like Instagram, Twitter, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna hope that those people, you can somehow like delete delete whatever link or whatever URL that that person sent to stop it from leaking out. But yeah, I mean
That's what I'm talking about.
that's what happened
Hmm.
with the mall
In
with the
Florida.
in Florida. Yeah, that a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
a lot of people that it's funny because oh jeez, that had to have been last year. But it's funny how, or maybe this year, I have no clue. But that it's funny how that just got swept under the rug, and we really don't talk about that because you're right. We are
Mm-mm.
bombarded with distractions, but that happened. I do remember that's literally what they did. Like people caught it on tape and then literally somehow it just disappeared. And then I remember also when people were literally calling the police and were saw saying I saw 10-foot people and all this other stuff. I remember that. We had a lot of that going on around that specific time. I think it was 2023 or may have
Yeah,
been this year.
it was that was 2023. Yeah, that was. I mean, but you know what? See, they'll show this stuff on TV, and now we look at it science fiction. And man, that crazy. That ain't gonna never happen. But when Yahusha was talking about the days of Noah and the days of Lot, Noah he used that. He was saying because there was a whole lot of demon activity, a whole lot of it. You had the Nephilims at that time mating with the women. I mean, not the Nephilims, the angels, forsaking their proper place in the heavens and coming down, putting on fleshly bodies so they could mate with the women. They took, ooh, they took their sacred, privileged position and dove into a fleshly one. That's what they did. They dove off into a fleshly way of, well, let's say sin. The same way that Hashatan misled Eve, they even misled themselves. They misled themselves. And now, in this time, and if you go to look at the book of Enoch, whew, no, a lot of these things, and if we just pay, let me just go back a little bit. If we go back and we pay attention to some of these and these small videos, and they may not mean a lot to you, brothers and sisters. When you see a brother, they'll take a flywheel, one or two, and then they'll take a generator, put a belt on it, and they know how to keep this flywheel turning in motion. And when the generators move along with this the copper wires and the magnets in there, it produces electricity. They've been knowing that for thousands of years, but they had to push it back. They
So
pushed it back.
basically, you make a
Hmm.
makeshift generator with a belt and some copper wires and
And you got
what?
electricity.
And you have electricity.
You have electricity.
What starts the electrical charge?
The generator. When you turn the generator, it literally produces electrical charge.
Oh,
And
okay. You just need
yeah,
something to insulate it and
exactly. And then the
to
Need brothers, they come out with some flywheels, some springs. If the spring go up, one goes down, and all it's doing is boom, boom, and it's moving the flywheel. And if the flywheel continue to move, and you have a belt on the flywheel, and the belt and the tension is right, it's moving the generator. It's just like you take a generator, and I know you don't remember, but on the bikes when we was kids,
I think I've seen what you're talking about. I'm trying to envision it. I'll look it up, but I know what you're talking about. Where
yeah,
where it's a when it like spins and it signifies that there's charge. I think because
yeah,
the
well,
sound.
yeah, uh, 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 it moves. It just moves. Period. by itself. Once you get it started, it just keep on going. Boom. It just keep going. Now you add a generator to it. Now it's turning that generator. That's where it's getting its kinetic power from. It's getting its kinetic from these two flywheels that's turning, along with some springs or whatever device they have to keep the motion going. That stuff is old. That's old news. But they had to push it back. They knew exactly, hey, we got to bring this out. Think about this. In the 1900s, when they talk about electricity and all that, who was that? Benjamin Franklin claimed that, was it him that claimed that to develop electricity or something?
I think that's Tesla.
Tesla.
I think wasn't Tesla the one who discovered that you could emanate electricity from the
Well,
ground?
let me say, I'm gonna say it this way. Well, at least he lied and said he developed electricity with a key and a kite. Whoever that, yeah. And we can
That's
go from
Benjamin
there.
Franklin.
All of them lied anyway. All of them lied. And so, but I mean, they had to push this stuff back. And so when the dawn of the industry came in, oh, man was on the move. Man was on the move. They came up with the industry, the warehousing, the steel mill. All they was doing everything. Why wasn't this stuff done? Why wasn't this stuff being done during, let's just say, when Moses and the Israelites was leaving Egypt? You know,
What Tesla did was he was getting energy from the ground and the earth instead of using coal-based energy. That was his
yeah.
thing. That's what. Yeah.
But they had to hold back on some of that stuff because
Well, yeah,
they
that
wanted to come out. They
of
come out
course.
and they want to show the world, oh, this is smack brand new, and we fall for it. We fell for it big time.
If you could use the electricity from the earth and not use coal, then obviously that would be, that would be a way to lose money and completely change the
Hmm.
industry of coal and oil and petroleum and crude oil. So it's really crazy how they hide this knowledge, because literally this knowledge, again, knowledge hidden. If you That's how, it's just funny, like in Babylon, if you know something and you hide it from someone, that's how you make money. Exploitation. That's
Yeah, and then
all
you
it
come
is.
out with it, and you're thinking they like, wow, he's very smart, dumb
Yeah,
as a doorknob.
innovative. Oh,
Hmm.
he came up with this
Yeah,
new patent, and then they literally just give us the old technology that they've already used for 5 years in advance, and then they just recycle it and just keep on giving us old technology that they've already tested and used, and they've
yeah.
already optimized the use of it and whatever it could do, and then they're like, oh,
You
let's
know,
just give it.
it was this brother from Africa, and he did a video, but it was this rock, but he kept hitting on this rock, and it was always doing a spark.
Oh yeah,
Man, yeah, and I'm like, is the rock electrified? You
what
know,
is it? Tungsten.
man, don't do not give me the line. I don't know. I
I
was
think
just
that's I think
surprised to
that's the
see.
rock. I think that's the rock. If a rock is made out of I mean the element. I know I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. Tungsten rock can emanate easily, I think.
But I'm gonna pose this to you though. See, and this is how you keep the people. You keep the majority of people, and you keep them dumbfounded or enslaved. Because if they did bring about, I mean, you have this form of electricity where you can get your electrical things running off of, and if they can do it with it, I mean, they did it in a way that they charge you. We run power lines to your house. Yeah, they knew exactly what they was doing. If we keep the masses of people away from this technology, we go keep them in slavery because one, they know they gotta pay for it. They know it, so they got to go to work. Two, give them plumbing. You know, they're not digging for the water. We'll dig for the water and we'll charge them. They know they got to get up and go make money to pay for that water bill. Your gas, we piping that in to your house. You got to get up, go make money to pay your gas bill. Four, if you're not growing your own food, you're going to the grocery store. You know for a fact you got to get up and go to work to make money. When I say this, they use the most valuable thing that we all have, our time. They use our time against us.
Something you could never get back.
That's what they did. They use our most important value against us. And that's our time. Mm. You know what? It's a lot of information about that, about Tesla, how they got the electricity. I haven't seen the documentary on that. I haven't seen it, but man, please, if you
That's
want to
just
get
one.
into
Just
something
think
like
about
that,
it, bro. Just think about it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This is just because the Most High has given me just you know different things in my spirit. Just that's another one huge lie that they've made trillions of dollars off of the Earth being a globe. you know, just that lie in and of itself. How much money would they lose if people knew that the Earth was actually flat? According to scriptures and all that, and then the whole thing about the sun, and then all this money from NASA and all this exploration, all these billions of dollars that they've been dumping,
hmm
you know then you say to yourself, what is that all really for if all of this is a lie? And it's really, again, it just highlights the point that business here in Babylon is hiding knowledge, and people are punished for not having that knowledge by paying, or using things that aren't in their best interest.
I mean, that's what they do. I mean, but they kept the masses of people in the dark. They kept the masses of people, and I know they can be kicking themselves in the butt right now, but in order because a lot of people now they're looking at this here. I mean, if you want, bruh, if you have a strong enough magnet, and if you know anything about how you hook up some wires and with a magnet and thing, there go your light. You have light. You can turn your it runs enough electricity for a light bulb to be turned on. All you need is a switch to turn it on and off. And that's the only wires you got run to that. So think about it now. They don't want you to know anything like that. But the internet came along, and yeah, they're looking for a great reset because what is this great
Yeah.
reset? Because
Too
it's
much
too much
internet.
information out here, so they
Yeah.
got to form a great reset to put these people back in the dumb in the
the,
Stone Age.
the internet is no longer advantageous for them. It served its purpose, and
No,
now
it's not.
they need to get rid of it,
And
because now it's
and people that's pushing out these videos. Oh no, they're looking at no. We need to scrub this. They pushing out too much stuff here. Or you want these are some hacks. Now they're saying there's too much information out there. Um, they see that they can get free electricity. They know how to get to a point where they know how to filter their own water. What do we need, you billionaires, you 10% or 1%, 10%ers, and they're claiming to be ruling, controlling the world? What is your purpose now? And so, hey, They want to stay in power. We must bring in some damage control. We must bring in the damage, and at the same time, we must control that damage. That's what this system is about. That's what it is about. Damage control. They want to cause the damage and at the same time want to control it.
Order out of chaos.
Yes. This is where we're at. This is where we at. A lot of things we think we need from them, we don't need it. We do not need it. We want to start to realize that the majority of energy that we put into working, going to do these jobs, working 8 to 12 hours, we're going to sit back and we're going to start kicking ourselves in the butt. We were literally going to start kicking ourselves in the butt once that true reality kicks in. Right now, we still at that awakening moment. That's where we at. But that awakening, yes, it's quick. And like Jacoba said, there's a lot more brothers and sisters that are awakening. This road that used to be lonely, it's packed up now. It's not lonely like it used to be. It is not lonely like it used to be. No, it's not. And this was going to happen because the Most High said it was going to happen. This is a spectacular time for us all. It is. It is spectacular. And we must, Israel, we are some intelligent people. You give us 3 quarters, we're gonna make 100 miles out of it. That's what the world is scared of. That's what the world is scared of. Of taking such a small portion and making it monumental. And we already know what we can do since this awakening. We realize the source of our strength. We realize that. The Most High said that we was going to come to appreciate that. Those appreciation they've been yelled every single day within a minute. Brothers and sisters be saying hallelujah, amen. They're giving praise to the Most High because he said that we will come to appreciate him. Oh, there you go again. Hallelujah. Even Dylan. See, that's that appreciation that individuals have come to appreciate their position, who they are, why they went through what they went through, and where they're about to go. And that's all the Most High wanted from his people from the word go. That's it. That's all he wanted. We're that generation. We're giving it back to him. We're giving him the praises, the glorification, the honor, all of it, the creatorship to him, back to him, and leaving it with him. That's what we're trying our best to do. and at the same time stripping off what Babylon, what we got ourselves entwined with due to captivity. um, oh yes, Sister Captain Jones, that's a whole lot more to come. Yes, it is. I mean, along with this what they saying is a meteor. Now I don't know too much about that.
Yeah, I don't
What do they
know. Yeah,
call it?
I heard you guys talking about that this morning. I'm like, huh? What? Wormwood?
Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be showing itself on the 29th of this month. See, and I heard some brothers talk about the planet Nibiru or Planet X. I mean, I never doled off into that. You know, that was just me.
That's so
I can't confirm it. I can't deny it because I don't know nothing about Nibiru. You know, but the fact that this world is pushing out saying that there's an meteor coming into Earth orbit and is going to hang out for 2 months. Now, have any of you brothers in the chat, brothers and sisters in the chat, ever heard of a meteor coming to hang out for 2 months and is going to play like play as if a second moon? I'm waiting. Give me a 0 if you never heard of one. Now, if you got one there, yeah, you need to enlighten me where you seen this one that. I tell you, because I it's just like never. Never. Now they saying, and then for a meteor to hang in Earth orbit for 2 months? Come on. I mean, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And that's the thing. And at the same time, you know, I'm trying to use common sense in things. They said that this meteor is being pulled in by Earth gravity. Now, if you pulling something in, now this is just me. If you pulling something in and you saying there's a gravity pull, you pulling something to you. Oh, but then this thing's supposed to go back into it's supposed to go back into Earth. It's only gonna stay here 2 months. I tell you, these people they have gotten so smart to they dumb.
Yep.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because common sense it's going to kick in.
Yeah.
It's going to kick in. But this gravity, this meteor is being pulled in. It's supposed to be around there with the moon. Now, the Most High, He created the moon. He got the moon set at a particular spot, at a particular distance that it needs to be from the Earth. Now, how in the world are you gonna tell me, you scientists, that the Earth is pulling in something and it's supposed to stop right there at the moon and rotate around the moon like a second moon? Man, if you don't get up out here,
Yeah.
no.
How do you describe
No, you
that
go pull something in.
or
No.
lie about that phenomenon?
Garth, have you ever played tug of war?
Yes.
Tug of war. Tug. You pulling something to you. The Earth has a gravity pull. It's pulling something to it. Like I said, I don't know if this.
But the Earth spins so fast, so that's why that's why it's pulling it in, because the Earth spins so fast. The Earth spins at so fast at such a rate that I hope you know I'm being sarcastic because
Yeah, it's gonna bounce off of it. It's gonna ricochet off the Earth. It's gonna ricochet off the its pool or its atmosphere or something. Shoot on off into space. Okay.
like a pinball.
Yeah. But like I said, If you notice that that rock is getting bigger and bigger as it getting closer and closer, it may be getting close for a legitimate reason. You know, uh, and that's the thing. And that just things that you have to wait and see um, how this transpire because well, if you start noticing people in the United States are getting up out of the United States, that right there may be a red flag for you. That may be a red flag for you. But this is what these people, the so-called movers and shakers of this world, they can only tell so many lies. Then the lies will eventually run out because reality is going to be the truth setter. That's what it's going to be. And like Sister Kathy Jones said, truthfully, the movies always told you what they was up to. I mean, back in the days, I thought it was just science fiction and things of that nature. But then, I mean, and not even science fiction. When it comes to some of these television shows, I know a lot of them, especially when it comes to 24, Kiefer Sutherland. And I started looking at, wait a minute, I'm looking at some of the political stuff that they was doing in this series, and I'm looking at reality. And I mean, they are, they like rubbing heads together. Like, wait a minute, did you know this was going to happen? But this is Satan's system. He's starting to clash with his own system. His system is divided against itself. And what did the Most High say about a divided kingdom? It cannot stand. It cannot stand. And this is the reason why I say to a lot of brothers and sisters, be on the watch. Stay on the watch. A lot of things are happening. Now, the P. Diddy stuff, I do not give a hill of beans. I'm not worrying about him, Jay-Z. No. And they saturating these media channels with it. Even if it's just to crack a joke, they are literally trying to draw you in to what they got going on. That's what they're trying to do. Draw you in to place a judgment or just to get you entertained. They don't want you looking at the major things. They do not want you looking at the major thing because they want to catch you off your rocks. If they can catch you twiddling your thumbs and things of that nature, that's what they want because you will be shell shocked. You don't know which way you need to go. When you don't know which way you need to go, you just you left like in destitute. But when that government shows up and say, we're here to help, and you accept it, you put yourself in a worst case scenario. Because the world claimed to be, hey, we got food stamps for you. We have this amount of money for you for disability and all this stuff. They had it out there. All that stuff is gone. But when you're starting to see your money gone and food is hard to come by, and they pull up like they Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, the Justice League. Okay. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. That's where we're about to get into. And we're only steps away from that. We're only steps away from that type of scenario. We must continue to equip ourselves mentally, spiritually, as well as physical. Because I mean, we don't want to sit right here and I mean, granted, for you brothers and sisters that did do it, um, stocking up, more power to you. But do not let that misguide you to thinking that you are good, you're straight.
That's what what's his face, brother Ron said. Truth Unedited. He said to prepare first spiritually more than anything, and then it's good to obviously have what you need, but
Mm-hmm.
faith, faith is the first and foremost is what's gonna
Yeah,
guide you through this.
it's going to be um, your trust going to be in the Most High. And granted, brothers and sisters, even if you did do it, and I just say hypothetically speaking, you lost it. You keep on praying to the Most High, because that's all He wanted Israel was to do, is to pay attention to Him, be obedient, and rely upon Him. Because He said, "I'm going." You wouldn't have. We didn't have to do anything if we
I mean,
would have remained obedient.
it's funny because I was looking at some of the canned food I got about 2 years ago. Some of it's still good. Some of it I might have to change out, but you know, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we do. We keep it moving, but you know, it's the faith more than anything to prepare, and just the fact that you respect and fear the Most High's word and understand the times we're in. That's what's the most important thing.
All day long and every day. Um, we have to be that way. Um, it is it is in our best interest to be that way. Um, we're going to see some things, and there are going to be some troubling sights that we're going to see. A lot of things we never seen. A lot of things we never seen. Hold on. I'm back. A lot of things we had never seen before, and some things we have seen. To see people just dropping before our very eyes, that's not something that we haven't seen. That's not. I'm talking about in masses. We ain't never seen that before, and it can be shocking.
People with
But we need to start. Yeah,
people with master degrees not being able to get jobs.
I know a lot of those people got so many different types of degrees and things of that nature, and I'm like, man, please. I mean, this is the way the world is going. This is the way the world is. Not going. It is. The going is done. The going is done. We are at this time. We are at this point. We are about to be. We're about to witness some shocking events that we are not used to. Did not the Most High said we will come out of Babylon with tears and everything? We should be, and especially if I mean, we are human beings. We're created by the Most High. We see life in a different way. And don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters, when I say this, even when you take some of the thugs out there doing what they're doing, they know for a fact that they took something that was of value, and it gets to them. They can't sleep. Now they can sit right here and put that stuff all on TV, make it like it's something glorious and thing. It's the reality of the fact that they have to wrestle with demons because they know they took a life that they did not have any authorization to do just that. They did not. Don't let them fool you. Talk to some ex-murderers. They'll tell you Now, the ones that are sick in the head, oh, you pretty much go see that written all over their face. You will know that you're dealing with something other than human. And you're going to see these things. You're going to get to a time, it's going to be lawlessness. Do you really truly think a person that's working at a penitentiary is going to show up for work when money is no good? Somebody go open up those doors. Those people going to be out on the street.
Especially when food is scarce.
Oh, yes. There's going to be things that's going to shock us. Things we never seen before, things we never witnessed before. Put yourself, I ain't gonna say put yourself in a situation. These are things that's just it's going to happen. And I'm not here to sit up and putting fear factors in people, but the scriptures clearly states what's going to happen in the time of the end. In the days of Noah, heavy demonic activity, heavy demonic activity. And we're witnessing that. Was it 6 months ago, or maybe a year? Now they said it's legal for them to teach Satanism in school, preschool. And they would talk, oh no, it's not like it's so and so so. It's not that we killing ducks and taking blood, but we should be able to practice our religion, talking all soft and kind and sweet. This is what we're coming up with. This is what we're walking into. We're about to see, we're about to witness these things. And they're teaching these kids. And I don't know if you brothers and sisters ever seen this image. It's like a man with a goat body, and there's
Yes.
two kids, one on the left, one on the right.
Yep.
No matter how that image turned out, guess what? It's always going to be a black one, and it's always going to be a white one. Why you think that is that? Satan knows it's the black one that has the life. It's that little black boy that got the life. He need to pass that life on through this little white child. That's some demonic stuff. That's some demonic stuff. And now, if we fall for Satan's system, we want his system, we go die with that system. It's just that simple. If you want this system, you trust and believe, you will go right along with it. This is absolutely a time where it's going to no. It's going to be on a whole different plateau. It's going to be a whole different platform. Now, you think what some of the brothers and sisters were saying with the incident in Florida last year. And out of all of that, and from me going through some of these media channels, all of these strange events that I've been seeing, the majority of them are on U.S. soil. I can't say it was true and I can't say it was false because, I mean, some of the stuff like the one to be showing angels walking on the clouds and it's the people in the background, but when they start moving that camera, you like, it's only two people, but they got like 30 people hooping and hollering and yelling. I pay attention to the backgrounds. And I'm like, man, get up out of here. That photo options and all that nonsense. No, come with that.
AI is AI is running crazy out here.
Yeah. What did they call it? You said Baphomet.
Baphomet.
Baphomet. That's the name of the statue.
That's the name of the caricature of the goat. That's what the goat is called. Baphomet, like the actual image and spirit or whatever. It's like the goat that's what they call the goat.
Okay. All right. But that's what they have out there. I mean, like I said, We are about to witness some things. And at the same time we're witnessing, we got to stay on the watch. At the same time, I know a lot of our brothers and sisters never thought in a million years that we will be living to experience the end of an empire.
Yeah.
Never thought we would see the day. I know I heard brothers and sisters say, no, this is going to be, we're going to pass this on to our kids and things. I see that differently. I see that very differently.
That's what they hope, because that's what they. I
The
mean,
Most High
I,
said, the
I
healing for
hate.
Israel. I'm sorry, say it again.
No, I'm just saying the people who are saying, we're gonna pass this system down to our kids. I feel like they're just speaking out of like they're just speaking out of fear because they don't know, they haven't seen anything else.
Right. And, the Most High said the healing for the nations starts when all of Israel is on one continent. That's when the healing starts for Israel. That's a healing. That's not a curse.
Isaiah 2
That
says
is,
once we're back
mhm.
in our land, that everything will be back at peace as well.
Hey, you know, and we're longing for that. I mean, you're talking about from 70 CE up to now, 1,900 and some years. You're talking about almost 2,000 years. And whew, we went through it. We went through it. We are the example to the world. We are, and it is an exciting time to be living, and at the same time, it can rattle your nerves now. It can. I mean, it absolutely can. But we must maintain more faith than fear. I mean, because if going through the scriptures, and when there was a message that the Most High wanted His angels to go give, and when the angel do appear to that person, the majority of the words that came out of angels' mouth, do not fear.
Yeah.
They always say that because they knew Israel. Israel, wait a minute, hold on. This man he's from the Most High, and fear kicked in. And especially who was this? There was one. I think had something to do with not Samuel, Solomon. And the angel came in and told him, "Hey, you want to give birth?" And he must, don't cut his hair and all that. But when the angel got through with it,
Oh, you mean
he walked
Samson?
into the fire. Samson. What did I say? Solomon? I meant
Yeah.
Samson. Yeah. All righty.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I mean, we have some exciting days in front of us. We do. Although there may be, you know, um, things we never seen before, but we want to continue to move forward. We must praying for our brothers and sisters, praying for QTUA. That's the whole goal, brothers and sisters. With that, I'm not going to hold you much longer, and I hope that you brothers and sisters stay alert, be watchful. um, there's a lot of things that's going on. There's a lot of distraction. You've never seen the world put out so many different types of distraction.
Nope.
Let's not get caught up in it.
And family, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and please visit Question Out Africa, volunteer and/or donate. And thanks again, family. And brother Mike, I don't know if you want to say anything. Oh, I think he just Well, he's back now.
You,
Yeah, yeah.
you
You
see that,
just
man?
yeah. I was literally about to say I'm about to close out the show. So if you wanted to say, if you had a quick word or
Yeah, they
anything
they
on.
they just kicked me out just that quick. But no, everybody be safe out there. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep praying for your brothers and sisters. And let's continue to put respect back on the Most High's name. Shalom, brothers and sisters.
Shalom, everyone. Join us back again tomorrow, same time, same channel. Goodbye.